So we are launching our seventh company this coming month. So we started off with the turnkey company, and then we built a renovation company. Then we built a property management company, and then we tagged on a realty brokerage, because with a property management company, you have to hire a broker. So we might as well go ahead and create the retail brokerage too, so that our retail flips, we could just do it all in-house. And then the fifth company was an acquisitions company. So that was, I was in charge of raising all the capital, and Flip was in charge of buying all the deals. So he and I had this funny, back and forth relationship of, I'd say, Flip, I have a lot of money. Can you go get me some deals? And then sometimes he'd say, Dani, I have a lot of deals. Will you go raise some money? And so there was one point where we were buying a lot of deals from wholesalers, and the wholesalers dried up. They didn't have anything. And we had 4 other companies that survive only by us purchasing deals. So if we don't have deals, then everything crashes. So we realized we need to control our marketing. We need to control how we get the deals. We can't rely on wholesalers. And so the acquisition company was the 5th. And then the 6th is a funds and syndication company. So that's where we're buying apartments and doing a lot of other things. That one was built because we had a seller who had a package of 15 properties. It was 12 single family, 3 duplexes, and a 56 unit apartment complex. And so we wanted the 12 single family and the 3 duplexes. And we were going to wholesale that apartment complex because we weren't doing apartments at that time. But it was through COVID, the buyer that we had for the 56 unit apartment complex had to switch lenders. It took a long time. Ultimately, he decided to renegotiate the price that would have kind of cut us out of the deal. So we said, forget it. We're going to buy it. And we're just going to take the whole package. And we called up one of our friends in a mastermind, and they had like 2,000 apartment units themselves. And we said, hey, will you underwrite this apartment complex and just make sure that we're making a good decision? They did. And they said, Dani, if you don't buy it, we will. And so that's when we decided we would get into apartments. We bought our first 56 unit. And that's where the 6th company was created, is because we fell in love with apartments and the economies of scale. It was a game changer for us. So that 6th company of funds and syndications and apartment investing was born. And then the one that we're launching here this next month is a hard money lending company, because we created all these funds that fund our own deals, and we have excess capital sometimes. So every now and then, if Aaron, you had a deal and you said, hey, Flip and Dani, do you guys have money to fund my deal? We'd underwrite it and go, sure, we've got excess capital, and we'd fund your deal. And we thought, why don't we just make this business? So that's how the 7th company was born.
Oh, your contact just went into my favorites. I know you've said in the past that your superpower is keeping things simple. Simplicity. Yeah. This all sounds exhausting. So true.
It literally has been exhausting, but I will say that it served our ability to succeed, because so many aspects of real estate can be controlled by somebody else. And if they do a poor job, it affects your investment. And so every company that we built was purely out of us wanting control over the product that we created for us and our investors. Mm-hmm. And these days, as we go to masterminds, the number one thing that we hear often is work with a vertically integrated company, because they control every aspect of the deal to ensure that what we provide to our investors and provide to ourselves is exactly what we want. And we're not risking outsourcing it to somebody who doesn't meet our expectations. So it has been exhausting. We are thankful to be at the kind of what I would call close to a finish line, although I've got like 10 more companies in my head I'd love to build. But yeah, to your point, we do love to keep things simple with regard to our investors. They say a confused mind says no, and I am an example of that. If you present something to me and I don't understand it, then I'll say no, simply because I don't understand it. But if somebody presents something to me in a very, very simple way, then I will invest. And so that's really kind of what we have brought to the investors that we talk with. These are the investors that hear about other syndications and all the waterfall pieces. And they're like, I'm so confused. I don't know how much money I'm making. I don't know how I'm making it. And they'll come over to us and we'll present it in a much similar format and they'll feel more comfortable. And I think that's why we love simplicity so much.